This is Hot Springs, Arkansas, and today we're taking a look at a nearly century-old property on Exchange Street that played a key part in the forging of the town and was home to several artists until it was suddenly vacated on the edge of the cliff it was built on. Let's find out what happened to it. Almost 100 years ago, the building known as the Forest Apartments quietly played an integral part of Hot Springs development and helped light the spark of unique and creative town's exuberance.
The building was originally a place for people who were moving here to work, almost like a transitional housing place.
It's important in the context of travel in Arkansas and actually tourism coming to Hot Springs. So 5 years before the building was built in 1930 is really when the Little Rock Highway was completed, which was a pretty major accomplishment at the time.
After the highway's completion, automobile traffic from Little Rock began to flow into Hot Springs, giving the people who worked on the tourism industry a place to stay.
So the Forest Apartments kind of fit in there as kind of an example of residential architecture being built specifically for apartments.
The building was constructed in a commercial style rather than a residential style and had the architectural qualities of a colonnade apartment building, like the square brick column porch sub-style that several other apartments that were built in a similar time period, circa 1910, shared.
Everything else in the general area was residential upstairs and commercial downstairs.
Most recently in its history, the building acted as the Vintage Emporium, and before that, the residence for Carolyn Taylor, the owner of the art gallery called Contemporanea Fine Arts. The front of the first floor was converted into a gallery. After the owners of the Vintage Emporium moved out, the building sat vacant for many years, passing through the hands of several different owners who did nothing with the building.
The biggest problem that in trying to get a new buyer for us, that whole rear corner of the building was falling in.
The structural issues and damages made it seem like the building was doomed for an impending demolition.
They sold it to some guy who let it sit for a few years. They found out it had some pretty bad foundation issues over here. If you see actually these cracks down here. So this corner was kind of sagging. So I think that scared them away.
That is, until Francisco Arango and his wife Leah purchased the building and began the journey to restoration.
It wasn't in good shape. And then half the building was falling off the side of the cliff into our neighbors' buildings.
The interior, it was basically a full gut. Everything had to be taken over this wall. There's no way to go around. You can't bring wheelbarrows down the stairs. So getting the stuff out of here, back here, any of the structure work, those are the big initial challenges.
You know, there was cracks in the foundation, and I mean, the scariest part was in the beginning, finding somebody that would even take on the foundation work. We had a couple of engineers just not really take on the work.
Fortunately, Francisco was able to enlist the help of Bob Kimkis, a local architect from Taylor & Kimkis, who helped their vision become a reality.
We've been really excited to be part of this project. It just shows the architectural significance in the Hot Springs communities.
Thanks to their guidance, the building was approved by the Historical Preservation Society in 2023 and was officially added to the National Register of Historic Places in 2024.
They've done these type of projects before, so they're like a mentor and how to work with the city, how to work with the engineer, how to work with the Historical Society. Having the right people on your side really can change the direction of your life.
You don't want to see renovated, updated, modernized buildings, in the middle of a historic, district. Cities like Hot Springs especially, these are the reason people come to town.
After all the plans were made and the right people were picked for the job, renovations began.
Probably right here, you can walk up 20 yards and be on the trail. You can see the trails from the patio.
Now, the building has transformed into Francisco and Leah's dream boutique hotel, where they hope to offer travelers a unique and relaxing vacation.
It's amazing how much time goes into the design of a place and coordinating delivery and the furniture and the materials that we have to use to abide by the Historic Preservation Society. It looks era appropriate.
This is a unique building with a unique history and a unique kind of approach to residential housing from that period.
There's been a lot of expansion and growth. And I mean, it's tourism based, but you know, things like these structures bring people here. They get a story. I've been optimistic for a while.
One of the things about Hot Springs that I don't see everywhere else is there is a lot of unique people here and unique businesses. What I want to do is help contribute to that, bring people in, give them a nice, comfortable place to stay so that they can go and experience like the uniqueness of this town.
We welcome you to stay at our brand new, totally refurbished historical boutique hotel in beautiful Hot Springs, Arkansas. Book your much-deserved vacation now on Solster.com.